Today, let's talk about PCOS. Hey everyone, my name is Cherish, and as you can tell by the title, I have PCOS. So let's talk about it. Let's do a brief overview of what PCOS is. PCOS stands for Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. There are multiple cysts on your ovaries, and it can cause hormonal imbalance. And there's really no cure, but you can treat it. And it's caused by some genetic, environmental factors, but by these treatments, you can get pregnant. So what are the signs and symptoms of PCOS? Irregular periods, weight gain. Some of you don't know, but you could have like the back of your neck can be a little bit dark. In my case, it is. Insulin resistance is also another sign or symptom that can go with PCOS, which is something that I have. So when you do your testing, they'll test for your A1C or your blood sugar. That will test for like the last 3 months to see if your blood sugars are elevated. So those are just some of the signs and symptoms. If you are experiencing any of these, go to your OB so that they can do some definitive testing. So what they'll usually do is when they do a diagnostic test, they'll do an ultrasound, try to look at your ovaries, see if they can see multiple cysts. And if you have multiple cysts, enlarged ovaries, those are usually how you know if you have PCOS. Some of the symptoms that I have personally, I have the back of my neck is dark, which is a sign of insulin resistance, which I have. My A1C is slightly elevated. I am pre-diabetic. Also weight gain. I do have a hard time losing weight, which is, it goes with PCOS. It's very hard because I have to work twice as hard to get half as far as people who don't have PCOS. Also, irregular periods. So as you can clearly hear from my husband that's behind the camera, he hates my irregular periods. So obesity is a major component of PCOS, which is why I'm on my weight loss journey right now in order to have kids. So our last video, one of our popular ones actually, was the Chloe Ting 2-week shred. And so my husband's infamous line is, Kotex and chocolate.
Kotex and chocolate coming right up.
So because I was on my period, he had gotten me Kotex and chocolate from the store. That was filmed in November, and now it's April, and I haven't gotten my period since. Sorry. Yeah, irregular periods, definitely part of it. If your periods are irregular, see your OB. And there's one symptom that can happen with PCOS that I don't have.
Thank God.
And it's the facial hair. So with PCOS, because of the hormonal imbalance, the androgen levels in some women can be elevated, causing facial hair in some women. Like the bearded lady in the Barnum and Bailey circus, she had facial hair because she had, yeah, she had PCOS.
Yeah. Oh.
That was PCOS. And they just called her a freak because of the facial hair.
Oh, it's PCOS.
No. Let's talk about infertility, because that's also a major component of PCOS. Because of the irregular periods, the hormonal imbalance, it's hard for me to get pregnant. Actually, let's time out for a little bit, because I don't want to say like I've got a bone to pick with anyone, but I got a bone to pick with some of y'all doctors, because I go to OB after OB for second opinions, third opinions about this infertility. I've been on this weight loss journey. I would lose weight before we started this YouTube stuff. I lost the weight, but you know, I was still on medication. I was still not getting pregnant, and I would go to my OB and they're like, oh no, just keep losing weight. Because of your PCOS this, because of your PCOS that. But in our last video, my husband Steven was talking about his infertility with azoospermia. The doctors always blamed it on me. They never really assumed that Steven would, you know, have infertility. So it was always my responsibility to lose the weight, to do this, to do that. Ugh. Just had to vent. I just had to get it out there because it was very frustrating having it all on me, and I would cry every night because it's my fault that we wouldn't have kids, but it's both of our faults. So there. Now, venting over. So now let's talk about the medications that they'll put you on. And these are the medications that I'm on currently. So they might put you on this. They might give you another regimen. It'll be up to your doctor's discretion. My doctor put me on birth control so that I would start having my period monthly. And I'm also on metformin because of my insulin resistance. So let's talk about my metformin because I'm taking it because of my insulin resistance. I hate it with a passion. It makes me feel horrible. Every day I'm complaining about nausea. I vomited at work once, a couple times maybe. Diarrhea, I mean, hospital's literally paying me to poop. It wasn't fun, but it did help. So one of the side effects of metformin is there might be a little bit of weight loss. So during the Ting video, you can clearly see I did lose a little bit of weight because I was taking my metformin. And since that video, I've been off of metformin, so I've gained the weight back. But now I am back on the birth control, I'm back on the metformin, I'm back on this train of weight loss. I've lost 5 pounds in the past week, 2 weeks. So that's a start. I have to finish what I started. So if you haven't already, check out our weight loss playlist. I'll have it linked above. That's where we're going to put all the videos that are related to our weight loss. I know life with PCOS sucks. My story might not be the same as your story. Everyone's journey is different. You might have some similarities with me, or you might have a situation that's worse, situation that's better than mine. All I know is that we can get through this together. So again, this is my PCOS story, and the story doesn't end here. So have a fantastic day.